Hello and welcome to the Downsized. My name is Laraine Durham and I'm here with my husband Christopher Durham.
Hello.
And we're the channel that talks about everything GLP-1 weight loss related, from interviews to people that have been taking GLP-1s, to news about GLP-1s, to our personal journey with GLP-1s. I've lost over 50 pounds on compounded tirzepatide. And tirzepatide is the medicine that's in Mounjaro and Zepbound. So if you're new here, welcome. We hope that you will like and subscribe to our channel. And if you're not new here, welcome back and thanks for watching. This is our weekly weigh-in where we talk to you about how we did this week. We're now in week 66 of our weight loss journey. We started on September 29th, 2023. So we've been at this for a while. We've got a little bit of experience under our belt. We've lost some weight. I'm in maintenance. Christopher's still in the process of losing, and we're going to get to that in a minute and tell you all about our weight loss for the week. Before we do, let me just remind you that we're not doctors, and you should always talk to your own doctor before starting any weight loss.
I don't talk to yours. It doesn't do me any good.
I mean, she's a doctor. You could talk to her. Anyway.
But she'd go, who are you?
Indeed. So I've got my Travis Kelce sweater on. When I bought this, I didn't realize this was his number. I just thought, 87. I graduated high school in 87. I like red. I'm cold. It's wool. Yay. And my daughter said, Mom, why are you wearing Travis Kelce's number? So the Chiefs are playing today in the playoffs. So hopefully by the time you watch this, the Chiefs will have won their game. But we'll see.
Today is Sunday, January 19th. And as Laraine said, this is our weekly weigh-in. So you guys always love to know all the numbers, the ups, the downs, the in-betweens. And I think we'll have some of both this week. So you want to talk about your week and your weigh-in?
Yes, I do. This week I was up a little bit. I was up 0.6. My starting weight was 193.6. And today I was 142.6. So that's 50.4 pounds down. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that mathing? So I'm up 0.6 from last week. And I'm in maintenance. I've been on a 7.5 milligram dose of compounded tirzepatide now for about 6 months. I'm actually not taking my shot this week because on Wednesday I'm having colonoscopy number 2. So my doctor said to be off of my tirzepatide, compounded tirzepatide, for 7 days. So it'll be 7 days on Monday, and then I'll have my colonoscopy on Wednesday, and then I'll probably take my shot. I think we're doing the shot next on Saturday because we'll be traveling after that. But more on that in a minute. Let me turn my ringer off. So I was struggling a little bit this week. I gained some weight over Christmas. I've since lost most of that. I'm at 142.6. My goal weight was really 143 to get that 50 pounds down. I feel like I've been able to out-eat the medicine at this point. So I feel like my appetite is not what it was before GLP-1s, certainly, but I can eat more than 5 bites of food now without feeling
but you're in
full.
maintenance. What do you think you should be eating?
I'm trying to eat.
Because remember, 5 bites of food is heavy duty early on weight loss.
Right. Yeah. So it's hard, right, to figure out, long term what this journey is going to look like. So I try for 30 grams of protein at each meal. I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I usually put a ready-to-drink protein shake in my coffee in the morning to try to get me a little, boost of protein that way. And then I avoid some of the sugar of, coffee creamers and what all. So I try to do that. I don't usually snack between meals. I have been grazing, though. I have found myself at the pantry at dinner time saying, oh, there's a cracker. Let me let me eat 1 or 2 or 3. So I do find myself kind of going back to some old, maybe bad habits. So I need to just kind of reel it in a little bit and maybe be more aware of what I'm eating. I talked to Dr. Alexandra Soa last week, or actually this week.
We did an interview.
I did an interview with her.
If you haven't watched it, it's great. Go watch it.
She wrote a book called Ozempic Revolution. It's an awesome book. If you guys are just starting or if you're in the middle of your journey, and it's not just about Ozempic, it's more like, everybody knows what Ozempic is, so I think she kind of put that as the title of the book, but it's really regarding all these GLP-1 medications. So Wegovy, Ozempic, Mounjaro, Zepbound. It just talks about ways to maximize your journey, right? And one of the things that she talked about, she and I talked about, was journaling. And I hate to track my food. Hate to track my food. It is good. It's a tool that you can use if you get off track or if that's your thing. It is a good tool. One thing she talked about tracking or journaling was your feelings and the feelings of how you felt when you ate certain foods, which I thought was really interesting and something that I haven't done before. So I'm going to
I haven't read the book yet. You've started reading it.
I've started reading it.
Has she talked about journaling in the book yet or no?
I haven't got to that part yet.
Because
I have to.
Laraine did the interview, but I'm sitting in the background watching the interview through the whole time. And my understanding of what she was saying about journaling was really more, it was like writing a diary.
Yeah. Journaling.
And although it included what you ate, it wasn't tracking per se.
Well, when you say journaling, that's the first thing I think of.
Yeah, but I think it's a mindset
food.
shift. I think it's when you're writing, what she was talking about to me, and you guys can go back and watch it and see what you think, is revealing to yourself in this journal what it is in your life that's happening, how you feel, what you eat, what emotionally is going on, all of those things that are impacting your health and wellness and your weight.
Yeah, which is something I've never really thought about writing down before. So that was.
And it's not the punitive, I'm tracking it because I'm going to feel bad because I ate 1 point too much food.
When she mentioned journaling, that's the first thing that I thought of was keeping track of your calories or keeping track of points or something like that, and that's not what she was referring to.
Yeah, I think it was about self-awareness more than anything else.
Yeah, and on this journey we really just have to think about and realize what are maybe some of our bad habits that we've carried with us, and how do we change those habits into habits that will better serve us, and remembering those foods that maybe made us not feel good, so we don't repeat that. Because I think I've been, that's Jojo. Our cat Jojo has entered the chat. She's not allowed on the table, so
but she might.
She's tapping me. Did you see her down here?
Mm-hmm.
She might, if she really wants our attention, she'll jump up. So it's a matter of creating those new systems and new habits and things that will be more helpful.
And so Dr. Soa's book is available in our Amazon store if you want to go check it out. Mm-hmm. We are Amazon affiliates, but there's links to a lot of good GLP-1 companion products that we use there as well.
We make a small commission on each purchase. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So you mentioned the compounded tirzepatide. Why don't you tell them about Mochi? This is a sponsored post by Mochi as well. This is one of our three a month. So
yes, we use Mochi Health. I've been using Mochi Health for my online telehealth doctor visits and my compounded tirzepatide since February of 2024. So coming up on 1 year with Mochi. I've been very happy with their customer service, with their medication, all the supplies. Great. If you want to join Mochi, you can use my code and save $40. The link and the code are in the description. My code is QIYG, the letter O8, but just copy and paste it over so you don't confuse the O for a 0. But anyway, Yeah, so Mochi, their compounded tirzepatide is $199 a month. They also charge a $79 a month membership fee. For that membership fee, you can meet online with a registered dietitian. You can meet with you do have to meet with their online physician, doctor, to get you set up. He'll write you the prescription. They'll send the prescription to a compounding pharmacy based on where you live. There's compounding pharmacies are licensed by each state. Anyway, if you want a 3-month supply, Mochi now offers a 3-month supply of medication. For all the details, go to joinmochi.com.
And they have semaglutide for $99 a month as well.
They also have compounded.
So reach out and they can take care of you. All right. So is that your way in? So were you feeling good about this week, or how are you?
I just felt like I was kind of struggling this week for really no reason. I don't know. I think I have been eating probably more than I should be, and I kind of need to rein that in a little bit. I've been eating some things that haven't made me feel good, so I need to be more aware of that. Greasy fruit foods, fried foods, they really just don't agree with me, and I forget that sometimes. So that's where that journaling, I think, will be helpful.
Do you forget it, or do you just say,
Well, I mean, for example, this week we needed a quick dinner and you were craving
Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A. So he said, I'm running to Chick-fil-A. Do you want something from Chick-fil-A? And I was like, all right, I'll get a Chick-fil-A sandwich and a kale salad. All right. But unfortunately, when Christopher got to Chick-fil-A...
It was under construction. There were trucks, and man and I went, no! And there was 6 cars in front of me, all trying to turn into the parking lot where we all simultaneously
collectively
did it.
were screaming. Yeah, this
And I was very
Chick-fil-A
sad.
is busy every minute of the day that they're open. Like cars lined up, wrapped around the building. If you're watching from another country or someplace that doesn't have Chick-fil-A, they make a great fried chicken sandwich, a grilled chicken sandwich, chicken nuggets, salads.
And I get
all
a
kinds of
Diet
things.
Coke and a Chick-fil-A sandwich, maybe once a month or so. I mean,
it's a good protein source. We don't eat it all. We don't really like their French fries, but so we don't really get that. Anyway, so he calls me from the car and says, well, I can't go to Chick-fil-A. I'm going to go through Zaxby's. I was like, yeah. So usually at Zaxby's, our order is the chicken fingers, the piece of toast, and fries. And he said, well, do you want a salad? I'm like, you know what? Their salads are so high calorie because they throw tons of cheese on there, tons of bacon, tons of wonton strip. Like there's a lot of added like high calorie things, and I just didn't feel like figuring all that out. So I'm like, yeah, just get me the chicken strips. It'll be fine. So he brings back the chicken strips. And that's what you got too.
yeah.
And I ate the chicken strips and I'm eating them. And I'm like, oh, this is so salty. And I'm eating the French fries. I'm
Which
like,
it wasn't. I think maybe the medicine was just, it was
this is
fine.
just so salty. And I ate some fries. I didn't eat them all. I ate the 3 chicken strips and the piece of toast. And then I was just like, oh. So it just didn't agree with me. I had a hard time digesting it. Even the next day, I didn't feel good. And, of course,
She was
it was
grumpy
Christopher's
and
fault.
she was grumpy and mad at me.
It was all his fault because he had brought this dinner home to me when I really just wanted him to cook me dinner in the first place. How dare he not want to cook me dinner?
Just wanted a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
I know. So, so it's just one of those things where...
And honestly, it was fine. I ate the chicken fingers. It wasn't.
I mean, I could have made it. They have a
It wasn't what I
ton
wanted
of
anyway.
things on that menu. I could have gotten a
grilled
salad
chicken,
with
too.
grilled chicken. I've gotten that many times. I just, I don't know. I was just like, you know how when you make so many decisions through the day and then you're like, I can't make any more decisions about, like, decision fatigue. It's a real thing. I was listening to that on a podcast today by Mel Robbins. Anyway, let's get to your weight loss, Christopher. Let's talk about you. How'd you do this
Let's
week?
go back there. Did we say how old you are and how tall you are? Because those are your 2 favorite topics.
I have not said that. Jojo, do you have something to add? That's the cat. I am a 55-year-old mother of 3 kids. I am 5'4.25". Used to be 5'5.5", but I shrunk. And my starting weight was 193. My current weight is 142.6. Here's the Jojo. Hey, Jojo. And those are my statistics. Jojo loves to be on camera, don't you, Joe?
Say hello, Joe. All right, so my turn then?
Yeah.
Hello, Christopher Durham. I am 56 years old. This is Jojo. Jojo's 3.
No kitties,
Jojo's fine.
No kitties on the table.
Jojo says I want to be on the video.
Kitties are not allowed on the table.
I just lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Sorry, Joe.
Blame it on Jojo.
Okay.
She says peace out.
Yeah, so 56 years old. As Laraine said, we started together September 29th of 2023. At that time, I weighed 286.4. I think I actually weighed 0.5 because we were using I was using a scale that wasn't digital, but I don't have it on my now digital calendar, but I think I actually weighed 0.5. Anyway. I think I did.
Matters much, but continue.
That point matters a lot some weeks.
Please continue.
That point matters a lot some weeks. This week, I am at 193 pounds even, which puts me...
That was my starting weight.
Yeah, that was your starting weight. I think last week I was 193.2, so
yeah.
I'm 0.2 down.
0.2 down. So
it's a rounding error. That it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
My goal weight is 190, so I'm 3 pounds away. I may go a little beyond that to get to 186, but we'll see. I don't know. It's honestly, the week was fine. It was just kind of, our girls are back at college. We were in our routine. It was all just fine.
Mm-hmm.
I did, for those of you wondering, I know Michael Clinton. Hello, Michael Clinton out there. This week's shot, I did the first Mochi 16.6 milligram shot. So I've been on 15 milligrams for, I don't know, 4 months or something like that, which had been kind of slow. And then I picked up and got below 200, and now it's going fine. So this was the first 16.6 shot I just took on Friday. So far.
Do you want to tell people that maybe aren't familiar with the doses, how that works?
Certainly. So a month ago or something, Mochi launched a new set of doses. So the traditional Eli Lilly doses for Zepbound Mounjaro tirzepatide are 2.55, 7.5, 10, 12.5, and 15. Mochi and a lot of other telehealth providers said one of the ways that we can work within the FDA regulations, we believe, is to have custom doses that do not match the branded doses. So they launched, instead of the 5 that Eli Lilly has, 6, I guess. And I don't remember all the doses. You're going to have to say those.
Instead of starting at 2.5, Mochi starts at 2.2. So I think they go 2.2, 4.4, 6.6, 8.8, I think, and etc. on up, where the top dose of the Eli Lilly Zepbound Mounjaro maxed out at 15 milligrams. They now added a top dose of 16.6.
So fractionally a little bit different than the 15 that I have been taking, but the hope here is, my body has become accustomed. It's still working, but a little bit of extra medicine isn't going to hurt anything.
And you just took the first one yesterday.
I just took the first one yesterday.
Yeah, right. So we'll see this week how you feel with it.
If you watch Traces of Twan, her thumbnail on her video said the Zepbound is really zepping. I can feel it a little bit. Now we'll see when we get to, we weigh in on Friday. Well, we weigh every day, but the one we report is on Friday. Mm-hmm. So we'll see if there's any impact at all. I mean, the reality of that dose difference is that's like 10 or 11% different or something. So it's not a huge jump, but I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. Well, when we went out to dinner last night too, and we ended up at a local sit down, I guess, nicer restaurant in town, Lincoln Pen. So shout out to Gina Duckworth. Thank you, Gina Duckworth.
She didn't pay.
No, she didn't pay, but I love Gina. She's such a nice person.
Yeah,
anyway,
she is.
Her family owns those restaurants. And I looked at the menu. It was a perfully fine menu. It had a wide variety of
steaks and seafoods and grilled things, and you could eat whatever you wanted.
All kinds of things. And I just kind of looked at it and was like, I don't want any of these things. I really just wasn't, well, I don't know if I wasn't hungry. I wasn't just nothing sounded good. Do you ever have that where just nothing sounds good? I don't feel like eating anything, but now we're here. And also the restaurant was kind of on the cold side. We were sitting in a place where like a breeze was blowing, the candle was flickering. Christopher's got his coat still on. I asked the waitress, I said, can we turn off this air that's blowing? And she's like, no. I'm like, all right.
And it was on the pricey side. So, I mean, they were running, their cheapest steak was $45. And I'm like, honestly, I could have just not eaten.
Yeah.
Because the medicine was working, right? I could have just said,
Yeah. So
I didn't feel like spending, the cheapest thing on the menu was a hamburger.
Yeah.
That's fine. They're beautiful hamburgers.
They actually, that kind of sounded kind of good. And then I was like, oh, we could have gotten a cheaper
We could have gotten one and shared it, honestly.
Elsewhere. Well, we ended up each getting a hamburger and their hand-cut homemade fries. And I ate most of mine, not all. I'm at about 3/4 of it. I think you ate half of yours.
I ate half the hamburger and I didn't hardly eat any of the fries.
And we boxed it up and brought it home and had it for lunch today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was fine.
Yeah, so 16.6, it's a higher dose. I know Lily's out there testing a couple of doses higher, and we'll see in the news. Novo Nordisk just came back with a 7.5 dose on semaglutide, which is significantly higher and did well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of work being done on dosing strategy that could be good for a lot of folks. Hello, Kitty.
She really wants to come up.
She really wants to come up.
Jojo, you want to come up here?
I'm 3 pounds away from goal weight. I probably don't really need to be a higher dose. I just need to be patient. But for somebody who needs to lose more weight, it would be beneficial. So that's our way in. So you were up a little bit. I was down a little bit. All in, it's kind of just even, honestly.
Mm-hmm. How's your weight, Jojo? We had some snow last week, and I was out of. Jojo loves Fancy Feast Petites, and so we were getting low on Fancy Feast Petites, so I could get some from Amazon and have it delivered. But it was like all one flavor because there's certain flavors she doesn't like, and the mixed box had flavors she didn't like. So it was all. I got a box of like 18 of all one flavor. And she's kind of been going, really, Mom? The salmon pate again? Really? But she's fine. Right, Jojo?
All right. So what else went on this week? Did you go to the gym? Did you have a gym story there?
I did go to the gym. I took some different gym classes this week. I took a high-low interval training class where you do more weights and more aerobic and then weight and then alternating like that. And it was really good. It was hard. I used a lot of weights that I don't usually use, like a kettlebell. I used like a little step, and we did some step ups. There was a lot of burpees involved. There were some jumping jacks. Honestly, I felt like I should have lost more weight this week given the intensity of my workouts. But one thing I have to learn or relearn is that I'm not exercising to lose weight. I'm exercising to be healthy, but I still in the back of my mind always have tried to correlate, working out more to weight loss, and I need to kind of step back from that a little bit. So I also took a athletic stretching class, which is something I don't normally take.
And what is athletic stretching?
It's kind of yoga-like, where you hold, you turn this way, you do. We did some downward dog poses. We did some plank poses. We did some hip openers. We did pigeon pose, which is this yoga pose. It's really good for stretching out your hips.
Is it like Ernie and Bert on Sesame Street, the pigeon dance? Do you remember? No.
I don't know what that is.
He loves pigeons.
Don't know what that is. So that was really good. And I really didn't want to go. This was the Friday class. I really didn't want to go. Like, it was cold. I didn't want to go. I was just ugh. And so, you know what? I'll just go to the stretching class. It won't be that hard. And I'll feel like I did something. And it actually was very beneficial. I could feel the Zaxby's still moving through I felt the Zaxby's move as I was doing the stretching class. So that was a definite plus. And it was a good class. A lot of older people in that class. And a lot of times we don't think about stretching. I know runners hate stretching because it's a drag and, that kind of thinking. But I feel like as we get older, it's great for mobility. You don't want to fall. You want to work on your balance, and it's very helpful as we age.
Yeah. All right, so what else happened this week? Well, let's see, exciting stuff for the YouTube channel. We did our interview with the Countess of Shopping, Elizabeth, that will run this week, I believe, on Wednesday night. So great interview. She was really fascinating, very kind. We enjoyed it, I think, right?
We did. She's very interesting to talk to. She has a long history on YouTube. She's on Mounjaro, Zepbound, compound tirzepatide. Has a lot of the same, struggles that we do, and the same
she's just real people
as we do. And so it was great talking to her because we've certainly watched her channel, and she produces videos every day. If you haven't checked it out, you can go to Counts of Shopping and like and subscribe to her channel.
She's lost more than 100 pounds as well, so pretty exciting. So you'll see that coming up. And we've got a lot of other interviews that we've either completed or scheduled, so there's more coming up. And we would love to have you be a part of a Downsized Dish and do an interview talking about yourself.
You can send me an email to Laraine@thedownsized.org. I'll send you a link to our calendar and we'll get you set up. So we've got a few, I guess in the can is the technical term, right?
You're like Popeye? I don't know.
No, so we've recorded
like
them.
One of
They're
the
in
Lollipop
the can.
Guild?
Like, no. I don't know. So come on and interview with us, but it might take us a few weeks before we here's online.
That's fine.
So but we like to talk to all different kinds of people from all different walks of life and everybody's got a different journey. I talked to another lady this week who had been had done bariatric surgery in the past and gained most of it back, and now she's on a GLP-1 journey, and talking to more and more people like that. I never knew so many people had, weight loss surgery. I guess it's something that people just really didn't talk about a lot.
And now one of you in the comments had asked if we had ever interviewed anybody who was a slow responder. I think we have 35 videos on there. I don't believe there is a slow responder interview on there. But if you are a slow responder and would like to be on it, we would love to have you come and have the conversation.
Yeah.
The reality is we want to talk to everybody out there. So if you don't feel like you've been personally invited, you are invited. You right there.
We are personally inviting
Send Laraine an email, Laraine@thedownsized.org, because everybody has a story. Everybody we can all learn something from, and everybody's looking for somebody like themselves. And there are slow losers out there, and if you think there's something wrong with you because you're losing slowly, well, there's not. There's really not. And everybody wants to hear a story like theirs. So please join us for that. We also, a couple of weeks ago, announced our Downsized at Sea cruise, and the bookings for that are going very well. So the Downsized at Sea cruise will be June 23rd through the 27th out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida on the Celebrity Reflection. There's a link in the bio you can go to book it. Tickets, our rooms start at $8.99, is that right? $8.99 per person?
Yeah, double
occupancy. But we would love to have you. I think we've got about 20 people booked so far.
And if you need a roommate, if you're just a single person who maybe wants to be matched up with somebody, I've matched up a couple of rooms already. And I do have someone who needs a roommate. So send me an email to Laraine@thedownsized.org, or you can Facebook instant message me. I'm on Facebook, Laraine Durham. I'm easy to find. And I'll try to connect you with someone that might also be looking for a roommate.
So a great opportunity to get together, to meet us, to meet the GLP-1 community out there. There's actually a number of other creators who are going to be on the cruise with us. So we will probably do a panel with them as well, but we'll do meet and greets, and you might get to do exercise with Laraine, or if 30 people register, you can line dance with me. It'll be bad line dancing, but
Christopher said he'll line dance if 30 people come.
Yep, you got it.
I bet Mindy will get him to line dance regardless.
Probably. It will be bad line dancing, I assure you.
Yeah, so we'll do some meet and greets, and we'll all have dinner together in the main dining room. They'll seat us together. Unless we're like a group of 100, then maybe.
No, it's a big dining
But
room.
right now so far we're a group of about 30. So
Yeah, we would
come
love
join us.
Yeah, we would love for you to join us on the Downsized at Sea cruise. All right, anything else going on this week? Or?
Just that colonoscopy looming in a couple days.
Yeah, so a colonoscopy on Wednesday. So what that means for you guys is our normal live stream will move to Thursday, because Laraine will be sedated. And last time she had a colonoscopy, she was not up for a live stream that day.
What's that song?
But she was funny, so maybe we should still do it.
Remember that song, I Want to Be Sedated?
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Well, you will be sedated.
I want to be sedated.
Yeah.
So no Wednesday, we'll do Thursday. And when's the Club Downsized live going to be?
I'm not sure. Maybe Tuesday then.
We'll put a post in the community tab when we figure that out. So you can tell them about Club Downsized.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, so to close out, if you haven't already checked out Club Downsized is our YouTube membership program. You go right underneath the video and click the join button, and don't do it right now, but wait till we're done. And you can go and it'll tell you all about it. But basically, it's your opportunity to support the work we do. And we publish videos every day, as Laraine said, ranging from our weekly weigh-ins to the news to all sorts of live streams and stuff. So we would love your support. You get some cool things like some icons next to your name that say you're a member, some custom emojis. We do a weekly Club Downsized live stream where, it's just us and 20, 30 of your closest friends. And it's very intimate. You can even come on camera and talk to us if you'd like to do that as well. But that, and I'll flash up right here, all the members. So we actually just reached 50 members on Club Downsized. Thank you to all of the Club Downsized members. We appreciate your support, and it helps us keep doing this every day. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, telling YouTube that this matters and that it can share this to other people who are wanting to learn more about GLP-1s, and we get a little bit more traction out there.
Yeah, it helps the algorithm do its thing, right?
It does.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
So that's us for this week. We're doing pretty good. I hope you are as well. My name is Christopher Durham.
I'm Laraine Durham.
And we are the Downsized. Thank you very much.
Bye. JoJo says bye. Say bye, JoJo.